Welcome to the BAMoT Show. Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Adam. It's just us two today. So, welcome. We are a full on service, full on branding and marketing company by day, and we offer high performing services that convert to sales.
Well,
Convert leads to sales.
we offer done for you marketing, including automation that has seriously unlocked a lot of potential for not a lot of money,
Mm,
as well as done with you marketing for those that are more hands on
ye-
and could use some top notch guidance on building your brand, reaching your audience, and using all of these different platforms to your advantage.
yeah.
We offer one on one consulting as well as group coaching through our small business boost up.
Ooh.
If you're interested, check out our website,
Dot
blueanchormarketingoftexas.com,
com.
when you'll find your information about our services and how to contact us.
You can support our show through Patreon. That's live right now. So patreon.com/BAMOT, Bamit. Being a premium subscriber, which we're still setting up. And we hope to have some more merch soon. We still have some stickers out there for Patreon subscribers, but we'll have some more coming up. We also have sponsorship opportunities that will be priced around viewership. So if you want to get in early, we'll have special pricing until we reach about 500 viewers and listeners. We're also going to have advertisement slots available. So reach out to us. We love helping local businesses, and doing this has given us an even larger platform to fulfill some marketing needs. So hit us up.
Well, folks, TGIF.
Yes.
We have made it through another week.
Woo!
And if you're watching this or listening to this, we have some huge motivation planned for you today. Small business or not, I promise you're going to gain some positive insight. I promise.
Promise. It's gonna be great.
With that being said,
Yes.
Adam, do you
Yes.
know what time it is?
I know what time it is.
What's it? What's that? What time?
It's pump up time.
Pump
It's
up.
pump up time, guys. All right. So we Bandit marketers, entrepreneurs, and branding gurus have a free webinar next Friday morning. So we're actually gonna be using our show next Friday. And with that, we have a change coming up. And just load up there right now. Here we go. Our show is moving from instead of doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to be doing Tuesday, Friday. Since we are doing the Small Business Boost Up program, we're really focusing on that very hard. And we'll talk more about it later, but just want to throw it out there just so you guys know. So Friday, awesome webinar. And yeah, so I want y'all to do something with us right now. It's Friday morning. You can take a break for a minute. Okay. If you're a business owner and you've been grinding for what seems like forever, think for a moment about why you started this journey, right? Think about it. Do you have it? If you do, remind yourself every morning and keep pushing. Keep that on your mind. It's going to keep you motivated and keep you going. If you don't, and you can't remember why you decided to start your own business, ask yourself this: what is it that I would love? My coach asked me to do this recently, and to be honest, I thought it was a little silly. And at first, I couldn't pin down what I love, but it stuck with me. It's been ongoing on exercise for me for a while, and I think I thought of a few things I love, but it's hard when the biggest thing on your mind is just surviving.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll dream that what is it? I'll dream when I have the money to make the dreams a reality, right? It just seems, yeah. Anyway, but I could dream of living in a big mansion on 30 acres, but is that really what I truly love? Is that what all of us would love? I mean, it'd be nice, but yeah. So, like lots of others, maybe you started this business to achieve financial freedom. You have something you're good at and you've run with it, but you really need to identify your passion. I believe that in order for a business to be super successful, it's got to be something that you love. You started this for a reason, and I promise you, it was more than just the dream of being financially free. You have that spark. Not everybody just sets out to be an entrepreneur. It takes a special person with a little bit of a crazy side
Yep.
to build something of their own from the ground up, right? So, I mean, if you're not able to answer this question still, it's okay. Just work
Yeah.
work on it. Once you identify your passion, now you have that beacon to guide you to success. You heard?
You heard. Well, we are moving our show once again to Tuesdays and Fridays, 10 o'clock, to make more time for our small business boost up class. We
Yeah.
look forward to seeing you guys at our new time. Before we jump into the serious talk, Adam, like Blue Anchor, we've been around for a little over a year and we've spent 1 year constantly goal searching and pushing through the roof just to make things happen.
Right.
what's your overall experience like just as a new business owner? Like for you, what pumps you up to wake up every day, you know, knowing that you own the business?
It's kind of goes back into the like, what would you love, you know? And like I said, it's still an ongoing exercise for me, but ultimately, it's achieving something that I've known my whole life that I've wanted to achieve. And it's kind of being my own boss in a way, but more
Yeah,
than that, it's more than it's. I've always loved serving people and helping people out, and it's something that it kind of drives me. And I feel like the more I give, the better I feel. You
absolutely.
know, yeah. I think what gets me up and going is like that and my support system.
Yep.
It's
And
you,
and
it's
that's
my wife, it's everybody that's involved in this with us. Like
Yeah,
it's a lot of
and
stuff.
I would say, like, just the past year for us, like, and once again, we're trying to pump you guys up because we're here, and this BAMoT show is us trying to pay it forward to you guys.
Right. Yeah.
It's also keeping us accountable. It's also getting us out of our comfort zone,
Oh yeah.
and we're learning, we're growing, we're human beings that haven't really spent a lot of time in front of the camera.
Oh
We've
yeah.
been behind the camera a lot.
Right, right, right.
So bear with us a little bit. But Adam, do you wanna kind of jump into the serious talk? I know it's Friday, but there's definitely some things that we'd like to kind of share with everyone.
Yeah.
Um,
So the today's serious talk is kind of a little bit more of a pump up, I think. I like what I've written about this. So here's something I've been writing on, and I call it confidence through competence and repetition.
I like it.
So finding confidence can be difficult, especially today with things moving and changing so damn fast. We found that confidence can be achieved through repetition and developing competence. In other words, the more you do something, the better you'll become at it and the more confident you'll feel. This is especially true when it comes to challenging tasks or doing things that get you out of your comfort zone. Like you just said, like we're on this show.
Yep.
The more you challenge yourself, the more you'll find out what works for you. And eventually, you'll be able to approach these situations with complete confidence, knowing that you've done this before and can do it again. So, next time you're feeling down or lacking in confidence, remember that your competencies will give you the boost you need. Practice makes perfect after all, right? So practicing what you know can help improve your confidence in difficult situations because you will have more experience and knowledge to draw upon. Try to find tasks or situations that are challenging yet still within your abilities. Focus on your successes, not your failures. Everybody makes mistakes, but what's important is that you learn from them and continue moving forward. Give yourself time to improve. Nobody becomes an expert overnight, so don't be too hard on yourself and don't get it if you don't get it right the first time. Just keep practicing and eventually you'll reach those goals. Keep at it.
That's awesome, man. That's motivation. That's not necessarily serious, but
Right.
but that is very serious because that's your day to day life. You
Yeah.
know, it doesn't have to be serious news that's going on in the world. It could be serious about what's going on with you, what's going
Mhm.
on with your self image.
Yeah. It's like
Um,
it's easy to start feeling lost when you get into something especially new or you're starting a new
yeah,
business. It's easy to say I'm not good enough, but truly it's just you need more practice.
you
Focus
need
on the wins.
more practice, and like I said, I've known you since I was in fifth grade,
Right. Yeah.
growing up across the street from you,
Hmm.
and ever since that time, from after college, living in Abilene and
Yeah.
just coming back to Kerrville, like, dude, you're my brother,
Yep.
and like I'm so fortunate to have your support, and I'm also very fortunate to have your significant other, the good one, the
Yeah.
good-looking one, your wife, Emily.
Yeah, the better half.
But no, dude, today I want to just share on the air. I really appreciate you.
I appreciate that,
So
John. Likewise, the feeling is mutual, my
yeah,
friend.
um,
And we've come a long way,
we
you know?
have join us.
Oh,
We're gonna go ahead and
yeah.
sorry,
Join us.
join us. We're gonna talk a little bit about our special feature today. Join us at Kerrville area. Not
Not
today.
today, Thursday.
Golly,
That's all right.
sorry guys.
Regroup.
Okay, go ahead and join us at the Kerrville Area Chamber of Commerce next Thursday
Mhm.
at 12 o'clock.
Yes.
It's lunch and learn. Bring your sack lunch or whatever you might want to eat. That's a salad. That's kind of what I'm trying to do right now.
Mm.
It's their first lunch and learn after a long break, and we have the honor to be the first presenters for them. So
Yes.
we're really excited, and They are definitely supporting us, and we really appreciate that. We want to pay it forward to everyone else that's a part
Yeah.
of the chamber. And if you're not, you're still welcome to this event.
Yeah, this is a great
Um,
event for you to come in.
yeah,
This would be great,
absolutely.
yeah, and them starting this lunch and learn back up is huge,
I know.
and I'm like I said, we're very honored to be kind of, ones to help them kick it off,
Absolutely.
and I like it.
Absolutely.
We're excited.
Well, we will be teaching y'all about optimizing your Google business profile, something that is
Mhm.
super important to get done right away
Right?
and correctly. That's how your business shows up on the map where people can go directly to your website,
Mhm.
see your reviews, write your reviews, your location, your business hours, and everything else.
Everything,
Everything,
everything.
everything. Even if you're already have your business profile set up, come anyway,
Mhm.
because I can promise you that there's parts you're missing that that are affecting your rankings.
Yeah,
Google is always changing. They're always trying to, show the carrot,
yeah.
move the carrot around. So, we want to be able to give you guys that carrot, that insight.
Oh, yeah.
So don't miss it. It's a one and done presentation, and the recording will only be available to chamber members
Mhm.
after the presentation is over. So if you're on the chamber and you can't make it next Thursday, we'll have a recording. It'll be under the chamber archives. So also get involved and join your local chamber.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
and if you're listening to us and you're in
Mhm.
Bernie Chamber of Commerce, they're a great chamber.
Oh, yeah.
And we're very excited to be a part of that chamber as well.
We are, yeah.
And any other chamber, if you're in San Antonio, if you're in Fredericksburg, you're in Bandera, you name it.
Austin,
But
Tallahassee, Albuquerque, I don't
there,
know.
okay, okay. Well, don't miss it. It's a one and done presentation, like I said.
Yep.
So get involved with your chamber, and we're really excited about
Yeah.
getting this kicked off.
Yeah, join your chamber. They're definitely worth the investment into the membership fees.
And are we gonna have Brad maybe
Yes.
on
Yeah,
the
so,
show
Brad will be here. I'm getting all my days mixed up. He should be on
next
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
He should be on
Yeah,
Tuesday, yeah.
he's the
Tuesday
president
morning.
of the Kerrville Chamber.
Yes. Do y'all hear the siren in the back? I kinda wanna do something every time, like, a siren goes by. Oh, anyway. But, yeah, this is a really big deal for us, especially on the topic of building confidence through repetition and competence. I would have told you, "You're out of your dadgum mind," if you told me a year ago that, I'm gonna be presenting how to optimize a Google business profile at a chamber of commerce in front of a lot of people. Hell, it would have been crazy just to hear that we were gonna be making a big presentation to a board of nonprofit, like a nonprofit organization. That
All right,
was
let's backtrack. What?
yeah.
So let's talk about that a little bit. And that was a starting of our business
Yeah, like, that
last
was
year.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it was kicked off yeah, it was November that we really started the talks with, Hill Country Crisis Council and, meeting with Brett and Kristen, and, yeah, it felt so natural with them because their hearts are so huge, and
I know.
just sitting down with them, it was easy to talk to them, and we knew we had a goal, and our goal was actually kind of small when we first came and talked to them.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we just a little bit of work to do for you guys. Like we'd love to help however we can.
But we found that there was a lot more that we can offer to really help this organization
Yeah,
with their branding and their awareness in this community and 5 other communities.
yeah. So the talks were really good, and then they said, okay, well, we're sold. Now you need to sell the board.
Yep. Well, in that was kind of the beautiful thing of that process.
Mhm,
We got a chance to kinda do a deep dive with Kristen and Brent and talk about their pain points, talk about, "Hey, these are things that we'd like to implement.
mhm,
This might be difficult to get with the board. This might be, possible."
right.
And we're like, "Well, we're going for all of it."
All right. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
wanna really make a difference in this community.
Right.
But we do need to put, bread on the table, so we
Mhm.
have to be very strategic on how we do
Exactly.
that.
That's well put. Very
Yeah.
strategic about it. Yeah.
And, I'd say the support that Kristen and Brent gave us from the very beginning,
Mhm.
they gave us a lot of
It
confidence.
did.
And that confidence, I believe, and I believe it kind of carried forward to the presentation that we did, which
I agree.
that
Yeah.
presentation could have been real scary, but having you right by my hip,
Yeah.
like it was awesome.
Right.
Like
Yeah. That's what.
great.
Yeah. Like our dynamic, yours and mine, is like we're not. I wouldn't say we're complete opposites, but we complement each other's strengths and abilities. And that presentation, it just we knew our talking points that we wanted to hit, and we spent hours going over and making that presentation.
Yep.
And yeah, it was like I don't know. We if you have a business partner, look for this and work on this because it's something that like we would start talking, and we'd actually kind of like give each other little cues that like okay, I'm ready to jump in, and it was just like
It's our spider sense,
yeah,
man.
it's a spider sense. So yeah, I think it went great. The feedback from the board was good, and we came in asking for a lot. You know, we came in initially with small goals, and then we came back and we're like, okay, let's go all in and
Yep.
show them everything that we could bring to the table. And we set milestones for some accomplishments, and they said, okay, that's a lot. Let's bring it back.
Yeah.
you know, and yeah, we ended up doing their website rebuilds
And
and
then
rebranding it, and then the golf tournament. They said we really need help with the golf
yeah.
tournament. So
And just to kinda touch base on that golf tournament, they came to us and they're like, "Hey, I know there's only a couple months until it's kicked off and we haven't really done much with it.
mm,
Do we need to push it out?"
right,
And, we were talking like timeline and stuff,
yeah.
and I was like, "You push it out a little bit further, you may lose that opportunity because there's 1,000 other golf tournaments going on
Mhm.
after that date."
Right, and
So,
right before that date too,
yeah.
yeah.
So as a marketing branding agency, man, we went hard in the paint,
Way
hard in the
hard,
paint,
really
and,
hard.
we were able to secure 129, 128 golfers,
Yeah, yeah, we actually had to turn a few away.
and, we had a huge outpour from the community through that
Yeah,
golf tournament,
mhm,
and, we were hustling. We were hustling,
yeah,
and the feeling that we had at the ceremony
mhm.
was just, I was almost in tears because,
Oh, yeah.
Kristen pulled me aside and she's like, 90% of these people didn't know about the Hill Country Crisis Council.
Mm,
So, like I said, that's a pretty powerful statement
yeah.
to, I don't know, just
It's a good
sorry.
feeling. No, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's like we ultimately accomplished what we set out to do, and that was to raise awareness
Yeah.
and raise some funds, and yeah, it wasn't perfect, it was our first time doing that kind of a big event,
Absolutely.
and, for next year, I feel like we have a lot more that we could bring to the table and delegate a lot more and kind of we learned a lot.
Yeah.
It's like what I was just saying, like, focus on the successes, but learn from the failures. So there
Absolutely.
were some failure points here and there. Luckily, they weren't detrimental,
Yeah.
but we had a great support system. We had people that understood, and yeah, it was great. And Comanche Trace, they stepped up and they really handled the golf tournament part, and we just really kind of QA'd everything and then ran the presentation afterwards, the
Yeah.
little dinner deal. It was good fun.
But it was like, and that's kinda, and we keep talking about the Hill Country Crisis Council, but,
Yeah.
they were our 2nd client, and we are still working with them. We're actually volunteering for the casino night,
Yeah.
and that's coming up in November.
Yes.
We keep talking about that, but, right now, I
It's a
mean,
big deal.
there's a ton of sponsorships already.
Yeah, yeah, they've hit some good
It keeps
numbers.
going up.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's something that, like, I think we talked about a little bit in the last episode that I definitely am seeing a good uptick in community involvement, and I don't know exactly what it is and why, but I love it, and we have so much stuff coming on in October. I love seeing it.
Yeah.
Things are starting to get back to normal. I wouldn't say normal. Normal's boring anyway, but things are getting back. People are coming out and showing support. It's pretty fun. Also, just off topic, my tattoo is picking up like the green screen, so
No.
that's kind of fun.
Well, kinda backtrack into the presentation that we did in front of the board.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That presentation, we were competent, we were confident,
Mhm.
we were passionate, and I mean, we felt so pure about how we were going into that presentation. And, that's what we're trying to provide. We're trying to pay that forward through our small business boost up. We're trying to give back to this community, give back to people. I mean, we have a client in Colorado that's gonna be
Mhm.
working with us,
Yeah,
but we wanna be able to give back that experience and that presentation, like, the atmosphere of it,
right.
and help people, like, say, "Hey, I really wanna touch base with this, this customer and I want to pitch something to them, we'll go through pain points,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. We've put ourselves through a lot of stuff and we've gained a lot of experience,
Yeah.
even more experience, and we want to share that with people. So yeah, now here we are challenging ourselves again, once more by doing a live show. We have zero experience, and we're working on ways to build our brand and hopefully get some valuable information into people's
Yeah.
hands.
Just
But
wait till our 100th episode.
I
We're
know
gonna have a freaking
it's
dance
gonna be
party for our 100th episode, a legit dance party.
legit dance party. Well, like we're just hitting on, like, networking and speaking in public definitely has helped grow that confidence because it's those other two things. It's repetition and competence. The more
Yeah.
you repeat it, the more you practice it, the better you're going to feel at it, the more knowledgeable you are at it. And now you come into something with your head held high. You
Yep.
know you can share that with somebody, and you just made success.
And trying to pull you out of your cave
Hmm.
over a year ago
Oh,
to
dude.
now,
Right.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, like, if I can do this, you can freaking do this. I I was always the quiet one. I never really put myself out there more than I needed to, but I don't it's that realization that if I'm gonna be my own business owner, if I'm gonna be co-owner, if I'm gonna come out here and run a show, I gotta put myself out there. I can't
Yep.
just sit in the back line and just hope things happen.
Yeah, but you're enjoying it
Oh,
now.
yeah, like, I've learned ways to really have fun with it.
Yep.
And I had a conversation with, Michael Anthony at the, Mixer. He has the barber, school
Yeah,
downtown
yeah.
Heiselme. We were sitting there talking about, and he was kinda saying the same thing. He's like, "Man, yeah, I never really put myself out there. I never really talked to anybody." And he's like, "Why do you think that changed?" And I think we have something to talk about now. Like,
Yep.
we own a business, so it gives us, like, a talking point. It gives us something to kinda focus on,
Has
you
Let me
know?
ask you a serious question. Has the beard given you more confidence?
Absolutely, 100%. Yep. Yeah. 100%. That's why I gotta keep it going. Like, it's gotta be, like,
Oh
well,
my
it
gosh.
won't go that long. I like where it's at right now. I don't know, comment
Well,
below,
yeah, yeah.
longer, keep it. I don't know. I don't even know how many viewers we have right now. 3. Hello.
What if we hit
Tiffany's
a
hi.
1,000 viewers? Can we chop it off?
Nope.
Okay, just checking.
If they donate $1,000,
Okay. Hey, you heard that. You heard that.
I'll save it.
$1,000, he'll shave it, and
$2,000
that's a
bucks.
sponsorship right there.
$2,000, I'll rub hot sauce in it afterwards.
Well, going back, doing this lunch and learn next week is perfect timing for us
Oh, yeah.
since the week after that is when we're launching our small business boost up class.
Yeah, we're launching it.
And that's where we're going to be taking, you know, big
Yeah, we're
talking
gonna
points in the virtual meeting.
yeah, yeah, it's like running that lunch and learn puts us in front of people, and, this has really helped with, like, getting up to that point
Yeah,
of it's gonna be group coaching. So doing the lunch and learn, it's like, okay, now we're gonna be prepared for the next week. We're gonna be literally the big talking heads on a virtual
I know.
meeting, and people are gonna be kind of looking up to us, and I'm looking forward to it. Again,
Well,
that competence.
are you nervous about the first class?
Absolutely,
Lunch
yeah.
and learn or the first class for the webinar?
Oh, yeah, I'm always nervous about it, but I don't let it stop me. I don't let it take control. Like, it's
Yeah,
okay to be nervous, but I'm optimistic. And I know that focusing on that anxiety or that being nervous is a recipe for disaster.
and it takes away your creativity when you're so focused on what other people might think of
Yeah,
how you're presenting.
right.
So
Yeah, it's like I know it won't be absolutely perfect, but I also know we can lean on our competence and experiences to
yeah,
make it a success. Not just for us, but for the people who signed up.
absolutely.
Uh, what really helps, again, like, we're going to keep referring back to a support group, and we have an amazing support system in place. As we're guiding others starting this journey, we too are being guided by industry legends and professionals. And I'm not joking about that. We're in our own coaching classes that are helping us refine our methods. So we're not going to this completely blind or just shooting from the hip, hoping something sticks.
Yep.
We got a system.
And our mentor, like, she's doing anywhere. I mean, she's doing almost what 250,000
Oh, more
a
than that.
month
More than that. Like, yeah,
baseline.
yeah, she's
So,
insane. Like,
I
yeah, but
mean, she's like our Yoda,
yeah,
and, everything that we're putting together for these classes and training, we're literally following what she's done that's already been successful. So
Yeah.
the metrics are already there. It's just us presenting the material and
Mhm.
then being confident and competent about it and
Right.
helping other people understand it so they can, you know, be under us.
Right. And that's something that, like, to me, how much somebody makes in a month doesn't really, it doesn't speak as big to me.
No.
What the reason why I love being under her program is her material, like the way she builds our confidence. And that's something that's kind of the thing that we want to pay forward is we're going to be building confidence. Like, she wants you to identify what you love. Why are you doing this? Find your passion. Go out and have fun. She always says the more fun you have, the more money you make. And I actually kind of thought about making a shirt of that. It'd be MFMM, more fun, more money.
Oh my gosh.
It's
That's the
pretty good.
merch.
It's the merch. But yeah, speaking of winging it, I only wing it anymore when I put myself on the spot during chamber mixers.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
it's funny to watch me and Adam at chamber mixers
If you
because
know, you know.
we're swirling. But I think a very important point that you made earlier was that you have to focus on the successes and not necessarily the failures.
Right, right.
And failing is part of the process and in no way dictates your worth. Your worth comes from within you, and your
Mhm.
confidence and your competence.
I like
So
that.
you got to continue to love yourself, forgive yourself, and I even put it out there on one of our marketing groups yesterday, and I was
Mhm.
just like, "Hey, when you guys are in town today, if you're in Fredericksburg, Kerrville, Bernie, wherever that may be in the Hill Country,
Yeah.
stop what you're doing when you're at the gas station or at a restaurant, and just literally stare at the server or stare at the person that's tending the gas station, and just say, "Hey, thank you for doing what you're doing. I really appreciate you serving me."
I like that, yeah.
And just you do that one thing that could change their whole day.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things that I focus on in my success
Mhm,
is it's not how much money I make,
mhm.
because I've made a lot of money and it was stressful and it wasn't fun
Yeah.
and I didn't get to serve
Right,
because I was basically serving the money.
right.
Now, with where we're at, we're making a lot of time to
Mm,
serve this community.
right,
We may not be, we may not have a lot of financial capabilities right now,
right.
but we're getting there
Oh, yeah, we're working our
to
way toward it,
to
yeah.
serve more.
Yeah, exactly. That makes me think about, you know, it's very important to show love to the people around you. We get so busy and we get so caught up in our own heads. And, I'm glad you brought that up because yesterday, when I had Emily at the urgent care, I started falling into the typical, like, "Oh, this is taking too long." Like, I have things I need to be doing that are, costing a lot of money. I need to be
Yeah.
out there doing this. I was getting, like, super anxious and super impatient, and I was like, "Well, I'm just gonna freaking leave. Like, this is ridiculous." And I said, "Stop." And I was like, "What the hell, Adam?" Like, you're like, put away that lizard part of your brain for a moment and realize that this isn't about just you. This isn't your show. This isn't like they're not here just to serve you. Like, breathe.
Yep.
They're not just, I don't know. But yeah, like, so I had to stop and I said, "Okay, this is fine." I actually ended up, gonna go up to the window, and I think the lady thought I was, like, gonna start ranting and raving. She's like, "They're gonna be with you in just a moment." I was like, "Oh, no, no, no." Like, "That's not what I'm talking about. Like, it's okay. Like, I understand y'all are busy." And I was like, "I just wanna make sure, like, what we're gonna be talking about is, really gonna be conducive to us actually being here." Because yeah, it was a thing. But, no, yeah, like, if you just stop for a moment when you start getting angry at something, stop and try to find the root of that. Why are you angry? Is it really necessary? Like, are you gonna be, I don't know, is your day gonna be ruined because you hit a red light and someone's slow in front of you? Like, just breathe,
Yep.
make it funny. Like, of course it's gonna happen. Every time you're late, you're gonna hit every red light, so just be ready for it. Be ready for it. I don't know.
And sorry, we're kind of rambling a little bit. We're
Right.
just we're actually pretty comfortable on air right now. So,
Little bit, yeah.
uh, but yeah, speaking of traffic, if someone cuts you off, don't throw the bird, throw the thumbs up. That's
Yeah,
because then it confuses them. They're like,
right.
what does that mean?
Right. Yeah,
It's funny.
that's, yeah, it's de-escalation at that point,
Yep.
and when I was in EMS, I wanna say I was a pro at de-escalation. I made people think I was a daggone wizard with some situations 'cause I came in with this with a empathy. It didn't you don't have to understand exactly what they're going through, but you can try to understand the situation and try to maybe relate to something. Most people are not mad at you. they're mad at the situation.
Absolutely.
It's not a personal attack. It's something that, like, I'm impatient because this is happening and you're in front of me. Now you're gonna get the brunt of it. But if you come back with them and say, "Hey, don't do that again," but,
Yeah.
like, if you cut somebody off or somebody cuts you off, instead of flipping the bird, understand that, okay, maybe they didn't see me, maybe, I don't know, there's just more going on. Or maybe they were being an asshole. You don't know.
Yeah.
But is really getting mad at them gonna improve anything?
Nope.
Is it gonna change
Nope.
anything? No, it's just gonna make you mad,
No.
and then now you're gonna go cut people off, and you're just gonna, like, spread the hate. Just chill.
Well, we really appreciate you guys listening, and sorry if we ranted a little bit towards the end, but thank you guys for joining us. We are Blue Anchor Marketing of
We all
Texas,
blue acre.
or BAMoT.
Damn it.
And if you're a business owner in the Hill Country or involved in a special way in the community,
Mhm.
we'd love to have you as a guest on our show.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to reach us through is Facebook Messenger
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, hit us up on Facebook. Yep, just shoot us a message, and, we got some people lined up. We're trying to get more people involved. Today is just kind of I think every Friday, it could be just kind of like our thing, but I don't know, we'll see how it
Yeah,
goes.
we'll see how it goes. But being a marketing
Mhm.
agency, we would like to use this platform to give some free advice on how you can better market your business.
Yeah,
And matter of fact, our guest next Thursday,
Friday.
next
Thanks,
Friday,
buddy.
ADS Solutions,
ADS, yeah.
we are going to spend some time and drop some knowledge for her
Mhm.
business and talk about some pain points, talk about her industry, talk about different ways to be creative with marketing.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a one-on-one with her and help her out.
Yeah, it's kind of actually, literally what we're trying to do is, we have the same we're branding it as that free webinar during that same show, and we're using her coming on as kind of a little sample of what the Small Business Boost Up is gonna be about.
Teaser.
Yeah, it's a teaser. It's showing, hey, we're gonna work with her on air,
Yeah.
and we're not gonna be able to get everything away,
No.
on air, but we will be able to talk about some things that show, we know what we're talking about. So we will be recording exclusive bonus content that covers very specific and juicy advice about marketing. So follow us, and we'll be releasing dates and where you can find premium content as we grow. I gotta say, my plate is so full. All of our plates are absolutely full. So this hasn't really taken place yet, but we will be working on it and
Yeah.
growing content online. So yeah. Anything else, John?
No, just remember you are enough, and we'll see you guys back at it on
Tuesday. Yes, don't forget we're changing
Tuesday
Tuesday.
at 10.
Yep. All right. Everybody have a fantastic rest of your day. And
Have a
again,
wonderful weekend.
I'm gonna go ahead and play the outro. Again, heads up, it gets loud. I still haven't been able to fix that. So I'll give you a little countdown. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Volume down, buddy.
A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that